Hello and welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's northeast region. I'm your host Lumpin Vishum and the highlights of today's program are: Union Ministers review development work in the northeast. Emphasis high on to encourage progressive farming in the northeast. Madhusmita Barua, an emerging sporting champion from Jorhat. Northeast artisans get a platform to showcase their craftsmanship. And photo exhibition in Agartala depicts the struggle during Bangladesh Liberation War. In order to speed up the process of development and ensure the proper implementation of various schemes, the union ministers are visiting the northeast region to review development work. Many new projects are being inaugurated to uplift the socio-economic condition in the region. A report.
In a bid to give boost to the textile sector in Manipur, Union Textiles Minister Santosh Kumar Gangwar inaugurated a number of mega projects during his visit to the state. At a function at the City Convention Centre in Imphal, Gangwar, along with Chief Minister Ebobi Singh, laid down the foundation stone for a power loom estate and an apparel and garment making centre to be developed at Lamboi Khong Nang Khong. It will cater to the needs of weavers and entrepreneurs of the state. He also launched a scheme to promote usage of geotechnical textiles and 2 sericulture schemes, Phase 2 of sericulture project for valley districts of Manipur and integrated sericulture development project for hill districts of Manipur. The new initiatives have been taken up under the Northeast Region Textile Promotion Scheme and will help in promoting the textile industry besides providing employment to a large number of people.
शायद पहला राज्य होगा आपका कि जिन्होंने तुरंत हमको 1.5 एकड़ जगह दी और आज हम देखकर यहाँ पर इसकी शुरुआत कर रहे हैं। वास्तव में आपका राज्य इसके लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई का पात्र है। और जैसा अभी आपकी जानकारी में आया कि पहले वर्ष में हम 18 करोड़ रुपया इसमें खर्च करने जा रहे हैं। इसमें पैसे की हम लोग कमी आने नहीं देंगे। जितने भी सेंटर बनेंगे, जितने भी काम, और हमारा ऐसा मानना है कि अगले साल भर के अंदर कम से कम सीधे एक 1500 से अधिक नौजवानों को रोजगार भी मिले यहाँ पर, और उसके हिसाब से हम मिलकर काम भी कर रहे हैं।
Union Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment Thawar Chand Gehlot and Minister of State Krishan Pal Gurjar were also on a 2-day visit to the state to assess the condition of the differently abled persons and review major programs taken up by his ministry. The ministers visited a differently abled home run by Spastic Society, Manipur at Khari, and interacted with the people and assured all possible assistance. Later on, the Union Minister distributed aids and assistive devices worth 50 lakh rupees to more than 900 persons with disabilities in a function at the 1st Manipur Rifles ground. The minister announced that his ministry would sanction funds for various schemes and was ready to establish a 200-bedded composite regional centre as well as a drug rehabilitation centre if the state government provided land for the same.
मणिपुर सरकार चाहेगी तो एससी, ओबीसी, विकलांग और ट्रांसजेंडर इन सब वर्गों में जो छात्र छात्राएं पढ़ते हैं, मणिपुर के इस इम्फाल मुख्यालय पर 200 बेडेड हॉस्टल भी खोलने के लिए स्वीकृति देने के लिए तैयार हैं। आवश्यकता है राज्य सरकार हमको जमीन उपलब्ध कराए, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वो उपलब्ध करा देंगे। जितना जल्दी वो करेंगे, हमारे पास अगर पोजीशन आएगा जमीन का तो उस पोजीशन लेटर के बाद में 1 महीने के अंदर अंदर हम वो स्वीकृति प्रदान कर देंगे। इसके साथ ही साथ हम चाहते हैं कि विकलांग खिलाड़ियों के लिए स्पोर्ट्स सेंटर की भी स्थापना हो जाए।
Earlier last week, Union Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar was in Guwahati to attend the Chintan Shivir organized by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Forest officials from the northeast and eastern region came together at the event to discuss various problems regarding environment, forest and wildlife protection. While Assam Forest Minister Etwa Munda submitted a memorandum asking for additional funds for protecting sanctuaries, the Union Minister announced that the centre has established a Kaziranga task force that will include the youth living in neighbouring villages of Kaziranga.
Rhino poaching is a serious issue, and the forest management is a state domain. The central government gives the policy guidelines and the requisite assistance. I visited Kaziranga 2 days and I had announced 4 programs. One, we had established Kaziranga Task Force. The report is submitted last week. So yesterday the parliament session is over, so immediately we'll look into it and announce the further measures.
Union ministers have been visiting the northeastern states to review development work of their respective departments in accordance with the Prime Minister's directive to visit the region on a regular basis to ensure speedy implementation of the centre's programs. Once neglected due to an array of reasons, the Northeast region is now on the priority list of the centre to carry out development work.
Climatic conditions in the Northeast region are favorable to grow various yields, including vegetables and fruits. Steps are now being taken to educate the farmers in order to boost production. A number of livelihood training programs are being conducted to improve the condition of the farmers in the region. We have a report.
The geographical condition of the Northeast region is extremely conducive towards the cultivation of a variety of crops. But to get the best quality produce, farmers need adequate training. Various livelihood workshops are now being conducted in different areas across the region with the aim to impart advanced skills to farmers and also encourage them to take up progressive farming. In collaboration with the Meghalaya government, Guwahati-based Mushroom Development Foundation recently organized a field workshop titled Eco-Friendly Integrated Livelihood Mission at Mawdyang in Ri-Bhoi district of Meghalaya. Around 20 village leaders participated in the workshop to share their experiences and problems and learn more about farming and marketing their products. The organization also collaborates with Meghalaya-based groups to help the farmers market their products.
See that in our place, Ri-Bhoi district, some years ago we started to plant this mushroom. So there are some benefit for the farmers in this area. So through his plan and bring this program in here in the Ri-Bhoi district, we hope that is very much helpful to the people in this area.
Our organization works with the objective with promoting entrepreneurs, and the MDF have come up with this mushroom cultivation and has asked our help, and we have collaborated with EFLIM and MDF and have come up with taking mushroom as an activity that would help generate income and employment to the local youths, the unemployment youths in the locality.
There is a huge scope for development of horticulture, floriculture and mushroom cultivation in the northeastern states, which will help the farmers supplement their incomes.
तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट का ये ईडन बोलता है जहां आपका हर किस्म का फ्रूट एंड वेजिटेबल्स होता है, बहुत फर्टाइल है, एग्रो क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस भी बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन इतना गरीबी क्यों है? इन स्पाइट ऑफ इट बीइंग वन ऑफ द मोस्ट फर्टाइल प्लेस, नॉर्थ ईस्ट का ये सबसे ज्यादा गरीब जगह है. तो हम लोग इतना साल जो काम किया है, देखा है कि हम लोग का काम का जो लर्निंग है, ये लर्निंग को हम लोग ये सारा जो यहाँ का किसान है उन लोग से हम लोग जोड़ना चाहते हैं.
A lot of emphasis is now being given to uplift the condition of the farmers by equipping them with latest farming techniques and marketing skills. Recently, Northeast India's first Kisan Call Center was launched in Agartala. Such steps will help boost production besides improving the economy of the region.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
Thousands of devotees in Manipur thronged the Baruni Nongmai Jing Hill to celebrate the Baruni festival that is devoted to the worship of Lord Shiva. On the occasion, devotees performed a holy bath in the Chingoi stream and presented their offerings to the Shivling. While young girls performed Ras Leela dance, devotees sang kirtans in the temple. A group of cyclists from Pune who are on a tour to northeastern states reached Guwahati recently. The 10-day cycling expedition started from Manipur on March 13th. The rally was initiated to reach out to the youth and the people of the northeast states to spread the message of love, peace and togetherness among the states. It was organized by Sarhad and Swanand, a Pune-based NGO which aims to represent Northeast in the national perspective through various programs in the country.
Northeast में बहुत सुंदर नेचर है, बर्ड्स है, एनिमल्स है. आज तक मुझे लगता था कि भारत में सबसे अच्छी चीज या जगह कश्मीर और केरला है. आज मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ कि कश्मीर, केरला और मनाली से भी अच्छी जगह नॉर्थ ईस्ट है.
On March 21st, the 60th Annual Technical Session National Seminar on Harnessing Science for Social Development was held at the Jorhat campus of Assam Agricultural University. The day-long program was organized by Assam Science Society AAU branch to discuss in length on how to use science and technology for the betterment of the society. Around 300 scientists from across the country participated and more than 200 research papers were submitted for discussion. The program was attended by noted environmentalist Chandi Prasad Bhatt, who started the Chipko movement, as the distinguished guest.
The Northeast region has a rich legacy of handloom and handicraft work. The government has been taking a number of steps to promote the sector and provide a platform to rural artisans to showcase their work. In Assam, a production mela is being organized to help promote traditional weavers. The state had also recently organized a fair to promote local handloom designs. Let's take a look.
Over 100 artisans from rural parts of the northeastern states are currently part of a production mela organized by the Northeast Zone Cultural Center under the Union Ministry of Culture at Shilpgram in Guwahati. The program that will conclude on March 31st aims to help promote the art of traditional weavers and craftspersons. It is an initiative to help these artisans establish market linkage and engage them directly with probable buyers and suppliers. Besides the craftspersons, some of the best wood sculptors are also creating masterpieces depicting the cultural heritage of their states. The participants from different states are also getting an opportunity to exchange their ideas and techniques.
It is the vision of the Government of India that the rural artisans, who in fact are the keepers of knowledge in terms of the traditional arts, should be given opportunity to not only showcase the traditional arts but also pave way for their economic uplift. Out of this workshop, we hope that they will get good contacts with the suppliers or even probable buyers, which ultimately will help towards our efforts to ensure its continuity.
The Department of Handloom and Textiles of the Assam government had also recently organized a 2-day mega event titled Celebrating Assam at Srimant Shankar Dev Kalakshetra in Guwahati, with an aim to promote the state's rich handloom, tourism and culture. The fair focused on giving a platform to local designers and popularize indigenous handloom designs. Self-help groups from across the state showcased a variety of handmade products, including colorful traditional attires, bags and household products. A photo exhibition was also organized as a part of the event.
This effort is basically to promote many sectors of especially handloom and textiles, skill development, cultural affairs, tourism of Assam, so that they all can come in one platform and promote Assam in a very positive way and take especially their youngsters and their young entrepreneurs to the next generation interest to give exposure of Assam in a global horizon.
एक्सपो के जरिए जो हमारा जितने भी ट्रेडिशनल जो हमारा यार्न होता है, जो प्रोडक्ट होता है हमारा असम में एरी पात, मुगा या नूनी पात, वो सब का बारे में जानने के लिए वो एक जो एक्सपो का जरूरत होता है, जो बाहर से हर लोग आते हैं तो वो लोग देखकर ही ये पता चलता है कि असम में इतना बढ़िया चीज बनते हैं तो इसका भी डिमांड आ जाते हैं.
The Northeast region is famous for its weaving and handloom work that needs to be preserved. Rural artisans do not often find market for their products, and such events are highly important to generate awareness about the rich handloom products, besides providing a market for the craftspersons.
Next, we meet a young player from Jorhat who recently won a gold medal in the 3rd International Strength Lifting and Incline Bench Press Championship, which was held at Manama, Bahrain.
22 years old, Madhusmita Barua, a farmer's daughter from Chungi Lahing village, Jorhat, is a source of inspiration for many. Recently, she won a gold medal at the 3rd International Strength Lifting and Incline Bench Press Championship held at Manama, Bahrain. Hailing from a poor family, she has been able to reach this stage with financial support from Nakachari Sports Association, Village Authority, Jorhat Powerlifting Association and local people.
মই অসমৰ তথা ভাৰতৰ নাম বিশ্ববুকুত জিলিকাই তুলিব পাৰিলোঁ, নিজৰ অঞ্চলটোৰ গৌৰৱ কঢ়িয়াই আনিব পাৰিলোঁ, মোৰ মহাবিদ্যালয়খনৰ নাম উজ্বলাই তুলিব পাৰিলোঁ, তাৰ বাবে মই নিজকে বহুত সুখী অনুভৱ কৰিছোঁ.
মনোভাৱটো ক'বলৈ গ'লে মইতো মানে বৰ আনন্দিত হৈছোঁ, কিন্তু এতিয়া তাই সৰুৰ পৰাই মানে খেলাত বৰ আগ্ৰহী আছিলে.
Madhusmita was recently felicitated by Jorhat College Student Union for her achievement and declared her as Mary Kom of Jorhatian. Her ultimate dream is to represent India in Olympic Games and bring laurels for the country. In 2014, she won a gold medal in 21st All India Strength Lifting and Incline Bench Press Championship held at West Bengal. In the same year, she also won a silver medal at a national level event held in West Bengal and a gold medal in Inter-College Weightlifting Championship held in Assam. Now, Madhusmita is practicing hard for the upcoming international championship to be held at Tokyo in Japan this year.
Really proud and happy to learn that one of our wards, Madhusmita Barua, has won laurels in an international event. She has been able to bag the gold medal for strength lifting in an international event recently held in Dubai. We have already proclaimed her to be our Mary Kom.
To fulfill her dreams, Madhusmita has appealed the state and central government to support her so that she can compete in upcoming international tournaments and bring laurels for the country.
A 3-day-long photo exhibition was recently held in Agartala to portray the struggle during the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. A large number of people visited the exhibition. We take a look.
An exhibition titled 1971 Genocide and Torture was held at the Rabindra Centenary Hall in Agartala. It depicted the untold stories of atrocities committed by Pakistan Army on innocent Bangladeshis during the Liberation War. The exhibition was organized by Bangladesh Itihas Samiti, a voluntary organization of historians in collaboration with the Tripura government. Visitors were thrilled to have glimpses of Liberation War at the exhibition.
It's a tribute to the people of Tripura and India. At the same time, we are honoring the martyrs. You see the 3 million martyrs and the people of Tripura. So everybody, I mean, it is a homage to the liberation war of Bangladesh.
In this exhibition, this is the first time when we got to know that what exactly happened, because this kind of shots were very difficult to find out, and when I was visiting this exhibition, I took my level best to capture every moment as possible, every photo as possible. So it's a great thing that has been done with collaboration with Bangladesh.
During the event, short documentary films were also screened to make people aware about India's role in helping Bangladesh during the war. Such events not only helps make people aware about the real history of Bangladesh liberation, but also helps in improving relations between the two countries.
With that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Lumpim signing off. Goodbye and take care.